Hey guys, it's Kim with another step card video to show you the other style of step card that I was going to show you. So this also just takes a piece of 8.5 by 5.5 piece of cardstock. You're going to put it in your cutter over to the 1-inch line, and you're going to cut from 1 1/4 inches down to 6 1/4 inches. And now you're going to take your paper. You're not going to flip it like this way and this way. You're going to flip it straight over this way. So from that cut, flip it this way. This took me a long time the other day to try to figure out. I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working right, and that was why, because I was flipping it over and around. So again, to the other side, you're going to cut again from 1 1/4 down to 6 1/4. And I made some little Sharpie marks on my cutter so that I could see, and those come off with fingernail polish remover really easily. So if you need to put some marks on there, feel free to put marks on there if it helps you, because I can't really see from the angle I'm sitting at really well, so I needed to do that. So anyway, so now you're going to turn your paper lengthwise, so your cuts are here. So your cuts, and you're going to put it in your trimmer again, or your score pal. I'm just going to use my trimmer because it's what I have here. Grab a bone folder here, and you are going to score it now at 1 1/4, and you're only scoring it from the cut line to the cut line. So find your cut line right in there, score down to your other cut line. So at 1 1/4, 2 1/4, cut line to cut line, and then at 3 1/4, cut line to cut line, and at 4 1/4, all the way. So this time you're going to cut it, or not cut it, don't cut it, you're going to score it at the 4 1/4 mark, but you're going to score it all the way through. This is where your card folds in half, so you want that all the way through. And then you're going to do one more at 6 1/4. And that one's just going to go from cut line to cut line. And I think I just cut right through my paper, so don't press too hard, because you'll do what I just did, was just cut right through that thing. Okay, we're done with that score, cutter, everything. Alright, so now take your piece of paper with the big end. It's going to be away from you. This big score area here's away from you. And you are going to fold it with the first one going down, and then just do valley mountain folds. Up, down, up, and when you get up to this one, when you fold it over, it'll just kind of make your card fold on that 4 1/4 inch fold that you did all the way through. So there you go. And just take your bone folder and press all those down really good. So it's really easy, and it only takes one piece of paper for the base, and then for the rest of it, I've already cut out some paper and things, so you guys don't have to suffer through all that business. But I will give you the measurements for all of them, and they are, let me get my little cheat sheet out here so I don't tell you wrong. I cut one for across the front here, and I cut it at 3 1/2 inches long, because I'm only going to go from cut line to cut line. So 3 1/2 by 1 1/4, and that is, I believe, this one here. I might not have these right. No, I don't. I'll find it. Alright, must be you then. It's not you either. Alright, maybe I lost it already. That is entirely possible. So, I will be right back. Hey guys, it's Kim again. I got my measurements figured out. I was wrong. It is not 3.5 across here. It is 3 3/4. So I recut one of them, but the others I'm going to just leave because I don't want to waste a bunch of my Clementine paper. I love this paper and I don't want to. I'm just going to let there be a little bit of gap. I think it will still look fine. So this front piece is 3 3/4 by 1 1/4. I'll get my ATG gun and get that down. Oops. Sorry about my son in the background. He's 13 and I just told him to get it under control, but sometimes it's not possible when you're 13 apparently. He's frustrated with his video game. It's not going the way he wants it to go. Alright, so I'm going to put that piece down across there. And then I have 2 pieces also from the Clementine, and these are 1 inch across by 4 1/4 down. And I will be right back while I go take care of a 13-year-old. Okay, I'm back. He should be okay for a little bit. He's just frustrated with his game, so he's gonna take a little break, get himself together, try again later. So this is the other side of that piece right here, the 1 inch by 4 1/4 inches. I tied a little piece of brown twine around it just to give it something up there. Put that down. Okay. It's a little crooked, but the angle I gotta be at, that's where it's gonna be for now. It's not too bad. The next piece I'm going to put down is 3 3/4 by 1 inch, and this one I had cut a little bit short, so it's just going to have a little bit of a gap on each end, but it'll look okay because it's just brown sticking out there, so I think it'll be fine. I didn't want to waste any more paper cutting it out over. So I'm going to put that right to the almost end, so I have a little bit of gap on each end. Not perfectly even, but that's gonna be okay. Alright. Good thing I ain't a perfectionist, huh? I like it to be better than that, but I don't want to torture you guys all day. Just part of the day. My next piece is another piece of Clementine. It is 3 3/4 by 2. It should be 3 3/4 by 2. It is 3 1/2 by 2, so it's off by just a teensy bit also. I'm going to put it down with a little bit of gap on each end, but yours will be perfect and beautiful. So there's the layers of that using Clementine paper. Put that down really nice and tight. And then I chose to do another little, this little boy on a swing with some leaves on the tree. Made me think of fall. I love these little solid images for embossing. I just think they come out really, really cute. So I did that on some light brown cardstock, or light tan cardstock that was in the Clementine pack, and some brown embossing powder from Close to My Heart, but of course you can use whatever you want. I'm going to put this right along this side over here, like that. So I don't need that little dude, that little sticky, because that will stick to the card. And then I also am putting a little pumpkin over here. I'm not really sure why, so maybe I won't. Let me think about that. It doesn't really all go together with a theme, does it? I'm swinging on a swing, a pumpkin in the background. So let me think on that. Let me find something else I like that goes with that a little bit better. But that's where I am so far, and I'll be back. Hey guys, it's Kim. I'm back to finish up this card. Let me make sure I'm not upside down here. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes my camera, I see it right side up, but it's upside down, or vice versa. So I want to make sure that I'm seeing correctly on my viewfinder. Finishing up this card that I started to make earlier, and I'm going in a different direction. I was going with a fall card, and now I'm just going with a cute, fun kids card, and I have no idea what I'll use it for, but I'll find a use for it. So I had on here this little boy swinging on a swing with some leaves on the tree, and I had embossed that with some brown embossing powder, and now I've taken the little girl off that same stamp. She's jumping rope, and I've embossed her in brown on the same cardstock, and I'm going to put that on my card with some dimensionals from Stampin' Up. So it's been a couple hours ago since I stopped this video and came back because I had to go charge my camera for one thing. It died, and I also got called in to go to work, so I had to go do a couple things at work, and now I'm back. It's Saturday afternoon. Actually, it's like 5 o'clock now, Saturday here, and it's only October the 6th here. Usually in Colorado it doesn't snow until Halloween. It's usually kind of the day you can plan on it changing. We have great weather up until then, and it's 35 degrees outside. I'm so sad. I'm like, no, 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 no. Off that same stamp, I just stamped Playday on some cardstock and backed it with some chocolate, some dark brown paper. It says Playday. And then also on that same stamp it says Kids at Play. And you can have the Cricut cut you out a little, kind of like a little ticket that this will fit on perfectly, but I didn't want to take the time to do that because I might just set this on my shelf at work. It's a cute little card. I really don't have a plan for what to do with it. My kids don't do play dates anymore. They're past that. So, I don't know. I just wanted to show you the technique, the base. But I thought I'd decorate it anyway, as long as we're doing the card. Gives me a chance to try something new. I'm going to put this right there. So there you go. Kids at Play. Set that up on your desk. It's kind of cute. Shows off that Clementine paper from Close to My Heart. Really pretty. You get to show off 4 different sides to it, and there's 2 more sides because there's another piece that I didn't use at all. So there you go. There's that card technique. If you have any questions, just give me a comment. Give me a like if you like it. Give me a feedback, negative, positive. I'm open to both. I learn if you tell me things I'm doing wrong, and I'll keep doing the things you tell me I'm doing right. So feel free to comment. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye-bye.